This series hits me at an emotional level. Some of the actions of the characters in this series is so relatable. And I think that's one of the main reasons, like I've said, I love slice of life romance series. There's certain themed anime series that's like this. Just how much you can relate with said character. Like, this episode, I think for a lot of people could relate to in certain situations that happen in this episode. Maybe one specific scene you related to, maybe this other scene you related to. But I feel like this type of episode is something that is going to hit a lot of watchers of this series at an emotional level, depending on your situation of what you dealt with throughout your entire life. See, there was a good display of true friendship in this episode, a very good display of it that it's rare to see in this day and age, true friendship like we saw in this episode, and it just goes to show you how connected Suna and Gota as friends are, actually, how people, like, they're just so connected. Especially after this episode, you really get to see how that's displayed, because before the date even began with, you know, Yamato and Gota looks at Suna before they go their separate ways for the surgery or date. They look at each other, and then Gota just puts up his fist, and, you know, they fist bump. And there was, like, no words needed in that, and you kind of understood, like, you know, it was like they're, say, like, I wish you luck type situation. That right there is one point you could see really good friendship going on, but it's not just that. What really displayed this really good course of friendship was when Gota, as a person, was very mature. He told Yamato like it was, after, you know, they spent on a date for a little while after 2 o'clock. He's like, Suna's there for his father's surgery. He's by himself. I want to be there for him. And there was maturity on both sides. Yamato had a lot of maturity, and so did Gota, but I'll get into Yamato in a moment. I just want to talk about the friendship real quick. Gota, the way he was just so mature about it, he just instantly said the right words, and when he left to go where Suna was, that right there was a very good act of friendship. But what really caught my attention and shocked me as a watcher of this series, and probably the best moment I have seen when it comes to the atmosphere, and, you know, best scene of Monogatari yet. It is the best scene I have seen, and I highly doubt it's going to be beat. I really doubt the scene that was displayed in this episode will be beat. It'll be hard to beat, because when Gota goes to the hospital, and he's going there for Suna, his best friend, and you see Suna, he's by himself. You see on his face, without words, he's by himself, he's very lonely, he's heartbroken, he's worried about his father, he's blaming himself. You could see all these emotions on his face without dialogue, and that, props Madhouse, props fucking Madhouse. But it's not that. When you see these expressions in, you know, terms of loneliness, and you see Gota pop up, it shows you and symbolizes great friendship of how they are. And see, as a person standpoint, Gota shows maturity and shows that he will be there for his friend in his darkest hour. See, this type of moment in this episode is something that some in their life may have experienced, and I feel like everybody in their life has probably experienced something similar to what has happened in this episode. Maybe not exactly when it comes to surgery or their parents being taking surgery for a heart condition, maybe not exactly similar to that, but what this moment means is Gota will be there for his friend in his darkest hour, when he is down in the dumps, when he is sad, when he is lonely, when he feels like he is alone. And the way the actions of the characters displayed this was very, very crucial and beautiful to this episode. And it just shows you what type of character Gota is, and Suna as a character. And the way Gota was there for his friend shows you true friendship, because not many people would want to be there for their friend in that type of hour, when they're in this situation, when they have this girlfriend of theirs having a birthday that exact same day. Let's, you know, really factor this in. There's not many people. There is some, but not many. And to see that, it really struck me. It really fucking struck me how this series can be realistic at times. It really is. It's so beautiful. It really is. And as I said, you may not understand the emotions I feel right now, because it depends if you've been in a similar situation, but to see that, beautiful. Beautiful. Best damn scene of the series. Best so far. And like I said, it's going to be so damn hard to beat this scene. It's going to be damn hard. Because the way that was done, God, even at the end of the day, even though Suna's father is fine, the meaning is still there. The meaning of that moment is still there. So, good job, Suna. Good job, Goda, for having a great friendship. That's great work. That's beautiful work. Getting into Yamato, okay? Yamato, oh, I was shocked by her maturity as well. The way she acted, like, in the moment when she found out that Suna was there for his father, father's surgery, the way she acted, you could see how she truly, deeply cares about Goda. See, that's true romance right there. For a person to understand their, loved one's situation and want to be there for their friend and not act jealous or, take, I guess, a minute or two to just contemplate it. The way, instantly like that, soon as Goda announced what happened to Suna, she didn't even think about her date anymore. She didn't even think about her birthday. She instantly wanted to go to Suna and then have Goda go to Suna and be there for the father. That right there was a very good display of relationship status between Goda and Yamato. Yamato as a character moved up a lot of pegs on a very good female character in this episode after that, because to see how she didn't even show a sign of jealousy, she didn't even really show guilt, actually, which is kind of shocking too, which I'm kind of glad for, because she was unaware. She was unaware, so she didn't really blame herself, which I'm happy about, because there's no reason for her to blame herself anyways, even though she had, Goda near her. I'm glad she didn't, at the very least, blame herself too, because she wasn't in the wrong at that part, because she had no idea what was really going on. So to see both sides of that, and the way she was instantly like that, she was just instantly wanting Goda to go to his friend, I love that. I love that so much. So, the romance in that scene, beautiful. The friendship in this episode, beautiful. Fantastic and phenomenal episode of Ore Monogatari. It can't be better than this. Like, it's going to be hard to execute an episode better than this. It's just fucking too good. So that's it. I'm going to end this review here. Man, this was an emotional episode. So I love you all so much. You have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.